For a simple pendulum, the period of one oscillation is A2L2G, B2G-L, C2L-G, D2G-2L. The correct answer is 2L-G. A load of 500 kilograms was lifted through a distance of 13 centimeters by an effort of 25 kilograms, which moved through a distance of 650 centimeters. The velocity ratio of the lifting machine is A50, B55, C60, D65. The correct answer is 50. The angle of friction is A. The ratio of the friction and the normal reaction. B. The force of friction when the body is in motion. C. The angle between the normal reaction and the resultant of normal reaction and limiting friction. D. The force of friction at which the body is just about to move. The correct answer is the angle between the normal reaction and the resultant of normal reaction and limiting friction. The resultant of two forces acting at right angles is 5 kgf, and if they act at an angle of 60, it is 37 kgf. The magnitudes of the forces are A 2 kgf 3 kgf, B 3 kgf 4 kgf, C 4 kgf 5 kgf, D 5 kgf 3 kgf. The correct answer is 3 kgf 4 kgf. A body A of mass 6.6 kilograms, which is lying on a horizontal platform 4.5 m from its edge, is connected to the end of a light string whose other end is supporting a body of mass 3.2 kilograms as shown in below figure. If the friction between the platform and the body A is 1-3, the acceleration is A 0.5 m sec2, B 0.75 m sec2, C 1.00 m sec2, D 1.25 m sec2. The correct answer is 1.00 m sec2. The motion of a particle is described by the relation xt to 10t30, where x is in meters and t in seconds. The total distance traveled by the particle from t0 to t10 seconds would be A0, B 30 m, C 50 m, D 60 m. The correct answer is 0. Three forces which act on a rigid body to keep it in equilibrium. The forces must be coplanar and A. concurrent, B. parallel, C. concurrent parallel, D. none of these. The correct answer is concurrent. For perfectly elastic bodies, the value of coefficient of restitution is A 0, B 0.5, C 1.0, D between 0 and 1. The correct answer is 1.0. The reaction RB of the roller support B of the beam shown in below figure is A 10.8 T, B 10.6 T, C 10.4 T, D 10.2 T. The correct answer is 10.8 T. The acceleration of a train starting from rest at any instant is where v is the velocity of the train in m/sec. The train will attain a velocity of 36 km/h after traveling a distance of A 2000 m, B 2100 m, C 2200 m, D 2300 m. The correct answer is 2300 m. The maximum frictional force which comes into play when a body just begins to slide over the surface of another body is known A. sliding friction, B. rolling friction, C. limiting friction, D. none of these. The correct answer is limiting friction. If two forces of 3 kg and 4 kg act at right angles to each other, their resultant force will be equal to A. 7 kg, B. 1 kg, C. 5 kg, D. 17 kg. The correct answer is 5 kilograms. 2 shots fired simultaneously from the top and bottom of a vertical tower with elevations of 30 and 45 respectively strike a target simultaneously. If horizontal distance of the target from the tower is 1000 m, the height of the tower is A 350 m, B 375 m, C 400 m, D 425 m. The correct answer is 425 m. For the given values of initial velocity of projection and angle of inclination of the plane, the maximum range for a projectile projected upwards will be obtained if the angle of projection is A, B, C, D. The correct answer is a stone of mass 1 kilogram is tied to a string of length 1 m and whirled in a horizontal circle at a constant angular speed 5 radsec. The tension in the string is A 5 n, B 10 n, C 15 n, D 25 n. The correct answer is 25 n. For a simple pendulum, time period for a beat is ALG, B2LG, CG2L, DL2G. The correct answer is LG. The ratio of the moment of inertia of a rectangle about its centroidal axis to the moment of inertia about its base is A14, B12, C34, D2. The correct answer is 14. The apparent weight of a man in a moving lift is less than his real weight when it is going down with A. uniform speed, B. an acceleration, C. linear momentum, D. retardation. The correct answer is an acceleration. P is the force acting on a body whose mass is m and acceleration is f. The equation Pmf0 is known as A. equation of dynamics, B. equation of dynamic equilibrium, C. equation of statics, D. none of these. The correct answer is equation of dynamics. Newton's law of motion is A. every body continues in its state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line unless it is acted upon by some external force. B. the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the impressed force and takes place in the same direction in which the force acts. C. to every action there is always an equal and opposite reaction. D. all the above. The correct answer is all the above. The member which does not carry zero force in the structure shown in below figure is A. ed, B. dc, C. bc, D. bd. The correct answer is bd. The equation of motion of a particle starting from rest along a straight line is xt33L25. The ratio of the velocities after 5 sec and 3 sec will be A2, B3, C4, D5. The correct answer is 5. The moment of inertia of a hollow circular section whose external diameter is 8 cm and internal diameter is 6 cm about centroidal axis is A. 437.5 cm 4, B. 337.5 cm 4, C. 237.5 cm 4, D. 137.5 cm 4. The correct answer is 137.5 cm 4. The velocity of a body fallen from height h on reaching the ground is given by A. v2gh, B. v2gh2, C. v2gh, D. v12gh. The correct answer is v2gh. Two particles have been projected at angles 64 and 45 to the horizontal. If the velocity of projection of first is 10 ms, the velocity of projection of the other for equal horizontal ranges is A 9.3 ms, B 8.3 ms, C 7.3 ms, D 6.3 ms. The correct answer is 9.3 ms. Is coefficient of friction. A wheeled vehicle traveling on a circular level track will slip and overturn simultaneously if the ratio of its wheel distance to the height of its centroid is A, B2, C3, D. The correct answer is 2. The necessary condition of equilibrium of a body is A. Algebraic sum of horizontal components of all the forces must be 0. B. Algebraic sum of vertical components of all the forces must be 0. C. Algebraic sum of the moments of the forces about a point must be 0. D. All A, B, and C. The correct answer is all A, B, and C. A trolley wire weighs 1 kg per meter length. The ends of the wire are attached to two poles 20 m apart. If the horizontal tension is 1000 kg, the central dip of the cable is A 2 cm, B 3 cm, C 4 cm, D 5 cm. The correct answer is 5 cm. Principle of transmissibility of forces states that when a force acts upon a body, its effect is A. Maximum if it acts at the center of gravity of the body. B. Different at different points on its line of. C. Same at every point on its line of action. D. Minimum if it acts at the CG of the body. The correct answer is same at every point on its line of action. A ball is dropped from a height of 2.25 m on a smooth floor and rises to a height of 1.00 m after the bounce. The coefficient of restitution between the ball and the floor is A 0.33, B 0.44, C 0.57, D 0.67. The correct answer is 0.67. If the linear velocity of a point on the rim of a wheel of 10 m diameter is 50 ms, its angular velocity will be A 20 rad-sec, B 15 rad-sec, C 10 rad-sec, D 5 rad-sec. The correct answer is 5 rad-sec. A marble ball is rolled on a smooth floor of a room to hit a wall. If the time taken by the ball in returning to the point of projection is twice the time taken in reaching the wall, the coefficient of restitution between the ball and the wall is A 0.25, B 0.50, C 0.75, D 1.0. The correct answer is 0.50. A number of forces acting simultaneously on a particle of a body. A may not be replaced by a single force. B may be replaced by a single force. C may be replaced by a single force through CG of the body. D may be replaced by a couple. The correct answer is may be replaced by a single force. The moment of inertia of the shaded portion of the area shown in below figure about the x-axis is A 229.34 cm 4, B 329.34 cm 4, C 429.34 cm 4, D 529.34 cm 4. The correct answer is 429.34 cm 4. The force acting on a point on the surface of a rigid body may be considered to act A at the center of gravity of the body, B on the periphery of the body, C on any point on the line of action of the force, D at any point on the surface normal to the line of action of the force. The correct answer is on any point on the line of action of the force. Pick up the incorrect statement from the following. A. The CG of a circle is at its center. B. The CG of a triangle is at the intersecton of its medians. C. The CG of a rectangle is at the intersection of its diagonals. D. The CG of a semicircle is at a distance of r2 from the center. The correct answer is the CG of a semicircle is at a distance of r2 from the center. A 49 kilograms lady stands on a spring scale in an elevator. During the first 5 seconds starting from rest, the scale reads 69 kilograms. The velocity of the elevator will be A. 10 ms, B. 15 ms, C. 20 ms, D. 25 ms. The correct answer is 20 ms. Pick up the correct statement from the following. A rubber ball when strikes a wall rebounds, but a lead ball of same mass and velocity when strikes the same wall falls down. A. Rubber and lead balls undergo equal changes in momentum. B. Change in momentum suffered by lead ball is less that of rubber ball. C. Momentum of rubber ball is less than that of lead ball. D. None of these. The correct answer is none of these. The instantaneous center of a member lies at the point of intersection of two lines drawn at the ends of the member such that the lines are inclined to the direction of motion of the ends at A. 30, B. 45, C. 60, D. 90. The correct answer is 90. A rod 5 m in length is moving in a vertical plane. When it is inclined at 60 to horizontal, its lower end is moving horizontally at 3 ms and upper end is moving in vertical direction. The velocity of its upper end is A. 0.5 ms, B. 1.0 ms, C. 1.5 ms, D. 2.5 ms. The correct answer is 1.0 ms.